I got quite a view from that climb. I wish you guys could see this. I know that with the sun there like that, it's not going to come out very well, but oh, it's awesome up here. Hey everyone, Mark of the Trail here. It's time to start the winter hiking season, which I gotta admit, I'm having a bit of problems getting myself motivated for. Nothing like coming out of awesome, summer hiking elevations, going up, seeing all these amazing things, and then it's winter, and you're pretty restricted as to what you can do, and you really need to figure out just what trails you can use and that sort of thing. And there's the cold too, but today it's honestly a pretty wonderful day. So I'm here in the Creek Trail parking lot, and this is a good sign right off the hop. Oh, that's a pretty cool little Batman sign symbol. You want a lot of cars in a parking lot, right? You don't want to be the one out there trying to tramp through 2 feet of snow. I think this year I'm gonna have to try and get into snowshoeing, so that I at least carry them around on my back. And then I don't worry about whether people have tramped the snow down or not. Creek Trail. I guess this trail was pretty much destroyed in the 2013 flood. It was a huge, huge flood. Well, the importance of lists. I don't have a winter hiking list. Last year I just kind of assembled it all together, and then I just knew what to bring. Well, I've forgotten a couple of things already. I realize I don't have a toque and mitts, so I'm only going to do Creek Trail. I've thought about doing Hart Mountain. Thought about going down here and seeing if the trail has been beaten down, but well, without a toque. So yeah, this will just be me kind of breaking myself into winter hiking with a nice, easy there and back. Won't be too long. Well, if you're looking to get away from civilization, this is not the trail for you. That's pretty tough to do with winter hiking though, unless you do know how to break trail and you do snowshoe. And you generally have to stick to the popular trails and the noisy ones that are by highways. But I know that eventually this guy does turn up and start heading off away, so that's good. You wouldn't want roaring cars beside the trail the whole time. Okay, now we're starting to talk a little bit. Looks like up here the trail starts heading up the valley. After the flood, there was a big effort to rebuild this trail. And not only did they build it, but they put up all these signs about the flood and how it changed everything, and I love it. That's really cool stuff. Hart Creek. God, I love babbling, burbling creeks hiking along them. It's my favorite sound. Ooh, that's kind of neat. Cool. Oh, this does me good. I'm so stressed out from work. I'm already glad I dragged myself out. Oh, this just makes it melt off. These guys did a fantastic job. A lot of this is volunteer work and money that people have put out of their own pockets. So this is, gotta give a shout out, man. Absolutely. Jesus. It's amazing how quickly you forget that snow makes its own beauty. Like there's icicles and old destroyed bridge from the flood. Ah, God. I already love this so much. You just forget that a beautiful, like it is like +8, sunny, wonderful, that a beautiful winter day hiking through snow. Oh, yeah, it can be pretty awesome. Good old snowman. And these signs are really cool. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that original highway sign. And the first bridge you cross used to be the last bridge you crossed. It got carried all the way down there. And then we're like, well, why don't we just pick this up and throw it down here and it'll be the first bridge. I think that's freaking brilliant and awesome. And I wish there was, I'd have to check that out again. Yeah. Canyon walks can be pretty cool. That's for sure. And this is not fairly uphill at all. It's like basically no work. It's nice and easy. Love it. It's awesome. This is how it starts. You know, icicles. Next thing you know, you got a whole wall of it. Pretty neat. Already kind of a frozen waterfall right there. I found a few sashes on trees, but I think this is actually a Canadian flag, so. Oh no, that's a sash. Sash on a tree is, that's a native thing. I forget the actual name, but it's generally kind of disrespectful to take pictures of it, so I try not to throw it on film. Now the bridge. Well, here they come to the end of the trail. The sign down here basically says that this part of the trail wasn't altered by the flood because of the wall. And indeed, this bench is here and it says 1999, so still surviving, still standing. Okay, might be a way to keep going here, but we'll see. Ooh, I'm not real high on that. Alrighty. We're walking into this canyon, there's a trail that people have laid out. Whew. How can I possibly resist that? It's interesting to see this big, long piece of timber here that's obviously man-made. But I think this is as far as I'm going to go. I mean, I could easily slip off that, and I don't feel like getting my feet wet. And I wouldn't be able to go very much farther anyway. And there's also icicle danger here. Well, these icicles fell off. That could do some damage, so. Yeah. Not bad though. I didn't go very far. I can see this being a wicked ice walk. Maybe. I don't know. Bunch of super cold days, January, February maybe, come down here. Okay, so I found my way out of there and started following those footprints that I had followed earlier. And they lead up this little ravine. So in the Canmore Trail Guide, there is a way to get around that ridge, and this is it. This is a little ways back where that rock face is, that little canyon, little chute. And I wouldn't do this because I don't know, but like I don't know this trail. But there are footprints, so why the hell not follow them up? I got tons of time, got a little bit of extra adventure in, so. And man, it's beautiful, holy crap. Snow hanging out trees like that is pretty cool. I love how the rug yanked up from under me because whoever did those footprints decided to turn back. So now it is just me. Bagging my way up. Okay, I think it's definitely time to, if I'm gonna continue on this, I think it's definitely time to throw on the crampons. Okay, I'm gonna eat my words and keep going. At least these guys showed me the correct little ravine to head up. Always bring your crampons if you're winter hiking, because you never know. A trail that's normally wonderful could be suddenly covered in ice, so it's the smart way to go. Well, the key here is to be careful. I mean, I started kind of heading up this way, and you know, as you head up, this canyon starts spreading out, and then you're not entirely sure where to go. Well, I actually broke in two, but I didn't notice that, so I started heading up the wrong way. This is the one I want to be going up in order to re-intercept Hart Creek, try and get around. Ooh, it doesn't look too nice down there. I think I'll keep going along this ridge. And yeah, I mean, I don't know where to cut up here, right? There's no trail or anything. I am essentially bushwhacking, so. Well, this is pretty challenging. It looks more open over here. That's basically the second one, but I've been trying to beat my way up this thing, but it hasn't paid off. I mean, look at that. You know, some of it's been okay, but I might cross back over to that guy. This is certainly ambitious. I'm trying to trail break on a trail I don't know in the middle of winter. It's tough going every time I take a step. Unless it's nice and flat like that part was. I have to secure, make sure my feet are proper. Okay. All right, I like this a lot better. All right, we'll keep climbing up this way, I guess. Well, the book says shortly after you start up this, it turns left and you grovel up hard-packed shale to a high point. So, I don't know. That looks nicer. That is going left. I think I'll go up here. And you know, my stubbornness is starting to wear off, so let's see here. Let's keep on. Let's keep pushing. This is rare. Green icicles. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Green, brown, whatever you want to call it. Not bad. Well, this is not a winter hike, clearly. According to my app, I made a little mark back of the trail. I've come 320 meters up here, and they are 320 hard-fought meters. And now the snow is getting worse. You know, like, I am, you know, my boot is in there somewhere, right? The bottom line is I don't know where to climb up this. I mean, maybe in the summer there's a wonderful trail. It's easy to see. You know, I mean, you can see trails in the summer, but when they're covered in snow, you can't see jack. And I mean, I don't remember spotting blazes or anything. So yeah, and there's no end in sight of this. The snow's getting deeper, it's getting harder, more dangerous, right? Deeper snow, I keep hitting holes and stuff. Oh, and it's harder work, and I have to go back the same way. All right, I think it's time to call her quits and head back. I have a feeling that back there somewhere, there's a trail, obvious trail going through all this, and that's how you get up there, but nothing that I saw, so what do you do? The advantage of the snow is I can just follow my own footprints out of here. The disadvantage is that I was following footprints up here with some confidence, and I've done that before. And you don't know. Now I have left footprints all the way up to a turnaround point, you know, and someone's gonna follow that thinking I know what I'm doing, right? So that's the danger of following someone else's footprints, is maybe they just did like me and they just tried to find their way, but now you're gonna follow it all the way up here and it's wrong. Well, I've come down to where the canyon, this little ravine, gets narrow again. I think I went way too far up there personally. So here you can see the rocks kind of come way up. And there is a way to kind of come up here, well, a bushwhacking way. I think I might climb up here a little bit. That's what happens. You know, you start backtracking down a trail and your stubbornness kind of gets renewed. So I'll see how it goes. We'll try it, see if it stays pretty decent. A little farther, see what happens. Well, that's the trail. I scrambled my way up this. This is shale. I found it, and here it is. And look at the size of this. I would say it's a dog, but there's no people footprints, so it's probably a wolf. Oh, okay. I think this is pretty obviously a trail right here. There, see, that's the kind of thing. Yeah. When you have chainsaw action, it's a trail, 100%. There you go. I did it. Well, I've already crossed this thing once, and now I have to cross again. I'm breaking trail, but I'm seeing stuff that very few people see in the winter, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm just kind of hiking up here. And there's a part where half of Hart Creek, and indeed, look how small it is now, wells up in a spring. And it looks like that's just up there. So I love springs. I think they're cool. I'm gonna go and check it out. No water, nothing. All up here, and then how? A little bit here too. Look at all that. That's a lot of water just coming out of the mountain out of nowhere. Pretty cool. Okay, so I left that behind now. Now the trail divides up. Apparently down here, there's a little waterfall coming out of the potholes. I'll try that out. I mean, I'm blazing trails, so there's, you know, I'm almost nervous about this because I'm the first one up here in the winter and people are gonna follow my tracks. Poor bastards. Anyway, let's go see what we got. Not bad. Okay. So I was just standing over there, so that wasn't too much of a detour. These are okay. All right. Okay, I'm back where the trail kind of splits. Well, the, you know, tributaries, whatever you want to call them. The direction I have from the book is it's worth taking a little detour along this single track to go see those potholes. Okay, fantastic. Then it says back on the trail. Great. Where's the trail? So this looks relatively flat and nice, and this is kind of the blaze. Not a very good one. And that's all you got to go on in the winter is blazes. Now, the trail is supposed to climb up into the trees. I could easily go climbing up into this, but is that the trail? I want to stay on some semblance of a trail here. Down there is the pots. The trail is supposed to go around them, but it doesn't even say if I go up to the left or to the right of these things. The right doesn't look nice, like at all. And that left doesn't look that bad where I was looking there. So, all right, I think that is going to be the decision, but I got to find something, right? And I mean, this thing here, I'm not even convinced it's a blaze. If it's a blaze, it's a pretty poor blaze. Okay. Okay, so I climbed up and I came to an exposed spot, and here's the trail. All right. At least I believe it is. Oh man, are you evaporating on me now? Yeah, not much. Well, you know what? This is easy climbing, so I'll just carry forth. I got quite a view from that climb. I wish you guys could see this. I know that with the sun there like that, it's not going to come out very well, but oh, it's awesome up here. Cool. According to the book, there's a camp spot that was used by the 15th annual Cub Scout Jamboree back in 1983. One thing I have going against me, and something I have to consider, is that the Canada's trail guides were all published in 2013, literally right before the floods. So whatever trails I'm talking about, they could have been wiped out for all I know. Well, I'm not going to go into details about how, but managed to find my way back to the creek after climbing up and then coming back down after the pots, after that those pots waterfalls. Okay. Well, I've been hammering up this creek. Is this the bathtubs? I really don't know. Bathtubs is supposed to be past the area where they had the jamboree. I don't think I passed where there'd be a jamboree, but again, I don't know. That is quite the destruction. I bet that's all from 2013. Woo! Well, the book talks about, the jamboree and the bathtubs, and then it talks about a side creek, which this is. And then it says after the side creek, it fades away. The trail fades away in dense forest. Well, look at that. Wouldn't that be fun to try and get around? So I'm not sure if this is it or not. If it is, I'll flash it up on the screen. There is a coordinate in there, but it uses a system that's not on my phone. So I took a marking of where this is. I'll translate it to whatever the hell they have. Hopefully that'll work. I've gone 1.2 kilometers since I came down off the ridge back to the creek above the pots. I just keep saying pots, the potholes, waterfalls or whatever. I think I'm done. Not bad. Heart Mountain, I think. Or is this, yeah. So, time is becoming a factor. It is now 3:30. Sunset is at 6:50. So, I gotta get my butt back. That's the plain and simple of it. I'm not sure if I found the bathtubs, found the jamboree. I'm not sure about any of it. But, whatever. I put in a hell of an effort. Some unique angles of Heart Mountain. Oh, beating my way through the snow, rocks, trees, water, ice. Just gotta remember to be careful, all right? So, I have to backtrack through all this, which I can just follow my prints, which makes things really easy. And I have to find my way over that ridge. Now, the trail that existed before 2013 at least comes down and re-intercepts this thing. But I don't have a single clue where that happens. All I know is where I came out, and I made a mark on my app.me, to signify where I'm going. And also I'm just following my footprints, so shouldn't be, you know, that's the only part that's tricky, right? Otherwise I'd have no idea how to get back up. I'd have to just wing it, and that's not incredibly safe. So that's why you mark those tricky spots, right? Where I safely descended. All right, here's where I came down. I'm actually gonna go up here, climb up that, and see what I can see. I just need a side hill until I can get down to that part that's pretty easy to navigate, so. Well, I kind of climbed up on this little lump that sticks out into the canyon. There's where I was. Coming from down there. You can see what you got to deal with if you keep going down this thing, so that's why you got to climb up all this, get around it. Yeah. At some point I got to take care of this. The only thing about crampons is they do get kind of mashed sideways on your boots after a while, and I've even had one come off on me, so gotta stop every so often and pull it off and straighten it out. I wish I could help you find your way around, but I really can't. This is what I found. I use this little crack in the mountainside to descend, so hey, if you can find that old trail, fantastic. You come out here in summer, obviously your chances are way better of finding it and being able to follow it. Hey, you can see a little better now. Sun is lower. Pretty nice. Well, after a bunch of back bushing, I think I stumbled onto a trail. And really, with a marker sitting over here, I don't think there's any wondering about it. I stumbled onto a trail. It even looks pretty recent. The bad thing is, people, if they actually found this, they'll follow my tracks coming up, and then they'll see my tracks go down there. So then they'll be led off the trail. That's, yeah, what do you do, man? What do you do? Very old, and it says 1 VP. It would have been neat to follow the Cub Scouts trail the whole way, so it's too bad I didn't find it till now. I think I'll have to come back sometime in some summer and try it again. Right now the challenge is to not lose the trail again. Like, it's funny, there's very few, you have 1 VP there, and yet there's very few blazes. You know, they're, like, I can actually see that better on camera than in real life. That's kind of weird. But yeah, blazes are usually huge chunks taken out of a tree. And you know, the tree's fine. It bleeds all over it, you know, with the spruce gum. But yeah, and the sap. Anyway, I'm very surprised to find this. There's the Heart Creek Trail. Okay, I knew that there was an alternate way to go up here, and then it would go back down to... Still, I didn't think I had stumbled onto that. Apparently I have. This is the way that's supposed to be easier, according to, you know, getting up and around. Like, I went up around this and down. Oh my. Okay, well, if I somehow manage to skip all that section over there, you know, but in between the pot waterfalls and those waterfalls, I guess fine. But I have to find my way down this. This is a long way down. And I basically forgot. I mean, look at this. Not bad at all. All right, I just came down that, whatever the hell that was. I lost the trail in no time. I didn't like it, but when I came down here, whether it's the trail or not, I didn't like that either. And then you have these markers here. Now, what jokers put this here thinking, oh, well, this is a great place to go. It's a pretty good way to climb up, really, but with all this snow, I had to be very, very careful. I'm still not 100% sure where I am. I think the chute is right here. So once I get down here, then I gotta find my way up. That's, oh God. Just over here, I gotta climb up and climb back down. But this is a bit of a problem here, right? This is a big drop off. So I have to find my way out of this. Once again, why the frick are these ribbons here? All right. Okay. I think that there is the trail up and to get around the chute, which is just over here, which is essentially the end of the Creek Interpretive Trail. So I came here, and you can see my footprints, right? Well, somewhere. And I walked down there, and that's where the pots are. And I mean, there is a yellow ribbon up here, and you can see the orange ribbons up there. But don't take that trail, god damn. That's only good for climbing, and only in the summer. It's a trail from mountain goats, and I don't understand where the hell it goes. I guess it skips over all this and heads right to the farther whatever. But what the hell, man? I had no idea that trail existed. Okay. So now I gotta cross this and get over up there, and I can get back onto an official, actual trail. I'm down to my favorite ravine again. So there are the footprints of everyone else who went up. I got up to actually about there, and then I kept going myself. Trail's on the other side. And quite easy to go down this way too. So I think, honestly, the footprints I started following, they didn't know where they were going. Otherwise, they'd have been over here. Yeah, that's the danger of following footprints. Oh, alrighty. I was up there looking down on this, wondering what the hell was happening. Well, nice to be back on real trail again. Yeah, not a bad little cave up there. Not bad at all. I got some nice views on my little adventure, but honestly, the best views are along the Creek Interpretive Trail. Like, there's some pretty cool stuff. Yeah. This is the first bridge. The first bridge used to be the 7th bridge. I love that. That's so neat, but this bridge looks a little too new, so I don't think so. There you go. That is first bridge. Previously the 7th bridge. The only survivor of the 2013 floods. And it only survived by being washed all the way down here. So they just threw it back up and said, okay, well, still good. It's still good. Well, as usual, I managed to figure out how to make a nice, easy hike into a bunch of tramping through the snow and all that kind of stuff. So that's fun. That's a nice little trail, too. I can see why it's popular, right? Definitely. All right, well, I was pretty stressed out about stuff. I feel better now, that's for sure. Nothing like getting out into nature. Get out there and hike. It'll do you good.